you decide to create a Twitter account?
I mean, I'm in that group of maybe first adopters, and I thought it was cool.
Okay, so what were you hoping to achieve with it?
Well, I mean, with our business Twitter is probably different than what I'd want to do personally, and
Right.
the purpose of business Twitter is to network and establish relationships through, I guess, social media marketing.
So how have you? I noticed you've got like over, I think, over 6,000 followers, or close to 7,000. So how did you build that following?
Well,
did you do?
I could. It's kind of confidential. It's top secret. I could tell you, but I'd have to. Um, and part of it is providing valuable content too, and trying to come up with interesting stories that are engaging for people, so that when people are considering whether to keep you as on their list, they choose to keep you, and get those retweets going, and just provide valuable, useful content.
So do you like go out and like follow a bunch of other people who maybe have followed you, or do you ever use, I know there's even like companies out there where they'll basically kind of buy followers for you. Do you
No,
ever
I've never
do
done
anything
that,
like
although that's a great idea. Although, then it's about the quality of the followers. And
Yeah.
really, are you going for the number of followers or for a high quality group of people following you? And part of what's been helpful for us is because it's not like we just do Twitter. That's not where we start and stop. First off, we got a big jump ahead because I do radio. I do the SBK Live show, and I do the Monsters of the Morning. So there was already kind of an audience built in there, and especially SBK Live has been very active in the Twitter world. He's got a tendency to be tweeting, to be trending on Tuesday nights. That's the trend night that we try to trend in. That's usually successful, and he can be as popular as some of the most popular topics in the world, as far as Orlando is concerned, on those nights. So that was a big help and a big boost. And then we do other social media too. We do Google Plus, personal and business, and Facebook, and we do obviously Twitter and LinkedIn, and we blog. We have a lot of blog, and all of them work together to make a cohesive presence.
Well, so do you share some of the same information across then those different social networks, or do you try to tailor it certain things for this audience and certain things for Facebook as opposed to
I
Twitter?
mean, we want to not be duplicitous all the time, and we'd like to try to stay original, and we want to keep people interested in what we're providing and the information that we're providing. So we try to separate them, but obviously they flow into each other sometimes. I mean, if we've got a good blog article that maybe one of our attorneys posted, then we're gonna link that into our Twitter.
Right.
Or
So-
tweet it.
So how much time do you spend on Twitter, like every day or each week?
I spend a lot of time on internet marketing and marketing in general. So to break down the hours would be difficult, but all I can say is there's not enough hours in the day for everything,
Okay, I hear
as
you.
you probably know.
Yes. Do you use any like third-party tools to kind of help you out with scheduling things ahead of time? And
Yes,
Yeah.
have to,
okay,
have to. Otherwise, if I get tied up in something, then
Yeah.
I'm not going to have a chance to get that content out there that I want to get out there.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I imagine sometimes you have to actually deal with clients once in a while, right?
Yeah. No, those tools are really, really important, and there's lots out there. So.
Is there anything anyone in particular that you
Um,
recommend? Or?
No, we use a few different tools, and I think without them, it's difficult to maintain that constant presence. If I go on vacation, I'd still like to be able to tweet, even if I'm in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Right.
And so sometimes you can go ahead and schedule that ahead of time so that that information gets out there, and then people will be perplexed at times. Wait, how is he
How'd you
there
do
and
this?
I'm seeing this? That
Right.
doesn't make sense. And we also try to cut the fat too. I don't want to keep a lot of spammers in our network, or people that are not really providing content. And that's what we don't want to be. We don't want to be a spam tool. That's why we want to provide good content and not just self promote. I mean, that's just that's just good business and good sense, is to provide a value for people and give them information they need.
Right. So, is there any particular content that you find that you post that kind of works the best, or anything, or
We do videos. I do videos, and those, I think those work well, especially for our potential clients, because I try to make those videos about topics that those clients would be interested in. I think that's the key. It's hard to tell. I mean, it's hit or miss. You know how that goes. Interesting stories and news stories, I think, will pique interest for people. Although, that's hard to say too. I mean, if I post a divorce story, you know, a lot of people that are not interested in that they're not gonna click on that. So part of it is selective attention, selective hearing.
Right.
Yeah.
So, have you gotten direct business from Twitter?
You know, that's hard to say. Yes, I have. How much, I can't articulate. With internet technology and the web, your customers don't have a tendency to go ahead and specifically tell you the exact, you know, route that they found you.
Right.
So that's difficult. A lot of people will just say, "I found you online." You know, and that could be even with radio. I could be on the radio, and then somebody will have heard me on there, and then they find us through the internet.
Right.
But you know, the big factor that made them maybe click on our website or call us is that they heard me on the radio or something.
So, if you could recommend one best practice for Twitter, what would it be for someone?
I think good content, trying to make good connections that you can build upon, just like in life. I mean, is it more valuable to have a acquaintance that you just say, you know, wave hi to every now and then, or would you rather have a relationship and something that's a give and take and that is meaningful? I think that's the key to everything in a certain way. So providing good content, establishing meaningful relationships, and thinking about what other people are interested in. You know, that's important.